Good afternoon, I guess good evening, everyone. How's it going? William Stuart here of USA Darts. Happy to be bringing you this coverage of the Shark Tank Dart Tournament in Shawnee, Kansas. And we are underway here with an exciting matchup to start us off. It's going to be Dason Alberts taking on, well, it goes in there as Ricky Bobby. We're just going to go Ricky on his side as we'll get board sounds turned on and everything good to go. This is the Shark Tank Shootout here at Shark's Restaurant and Billiards in Shawnee, Kansas. This is a single elimination 501 opening double out event for those that have not seen this before. We're going to do a best 3 out of 5 to open up our coverage. As we get Dason Alberts joining us from North Dakota. Ricky, I do believe he is out of Oklahoma, Lawton, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Sorry, my picture settings were off on my new monitor here, so I had to fix that real quick. Yes, the bracket is available, folks. This is available on CompuSport, so I'll go ahead and put the bracket in the chat for you folks as I got that available. If I can type, that's the hardest thing. All right, there you go. Your link to brackets is in the chat for you all to take a peek at. As Dason sets himself up with 96. Jason Watt joins us in the chat. He says, Will, close to home for you this weekend? Somewhat. I'm actually about 2 hours, 45 minutes, 3 hours away from home. So, yeah, not too far off. Not too far off at all. Shark's a great spot to – he's going for bowl. And as you can see, double out. That's not going to count for the out. So, just wanted to go ahead and mention that. This is a great spot for if you're a pool player. Maybe if you fancy darts, of course. I've got a bunch of steel tip, a bunch of soft tip setups on the wall. So definitely a darter's paradise here as we'll zoom in just a touch. Get a little bit better view of these guys. What do you say? As Dason will take out the game with the first dart there. Ooh, I need to make some transitions. Ryan Mooneyham will be joining me a little bit later on for our coverage of this event. So he'll be joining us from Sharks here after he gets in. I know that he had to work today, so he's got to make that trek on in here, which can be a little bit difficult. So he'll be here sometime soon. We look forward to having him in the mix and on the commentary booth again. I'm sure we'll have numerous other people involved in this one as well. So looking forward to a good weekend of coverage. I do want to change that scoreboard out. Let's go ahead and make that 1-0 Dason as I'm done figuring out all the BS that we had to. We get one. I said, that shirt is awesome, and someone says, I've never seen a full zipper dart jersey. It's actually very popular in the Asian areas as well. I know a lot of Asian players do use that as a as their jersey preferred type. Look at this from Dason. Quality stuff. Ricky's just in for a tough task here going against Dayson so early. I mean, Dayson could very well win this weekend, or today, I should say, the Shark Tank Shootout. A very talented individual from the North Dakota area. Hasn't got in the game a lot. In the past months, he's kind of been stepping aside from darts, but as you can see, it's not affecting him whatsoever. Already a ton of viewers joining us on our platforms. We appreciate that. Looking forward to a good weekend of action here in Shawnee, Kansas. Some talented individuals. You got Bob McCoy out there. I saw Jacob Womack, who's been tearing it up on the steel tip side of things. He's another individual that's here this weekend. Ooh, man, that's a little bit quicker than I wanted. May have to slow that down. But Dayson for 82. Can attack the bull here if he so chooses. He's thinking 42 or that bull shot. Okay, that'll work as well. Not my preferred route, but that's Dayson's choice. Hopefully we're not catching too much of the background music. Let me know in the chat. Did a little audio testing and whatnot, but it's a little bit tough to hear with the surrounding background noises, so we should be okay. 8 for double 4. Does capitalize and grabs it. 2-1 lead for Dayson Alberts here. Our first match of the 2024 Shark Tank Dart Tournament. See, there's a lot of respect here given between these guys. I think Ricky thinks it's over. Yeah, I think he thought it was over. A little bit more, buddy. Best of 5 here in our opening stages. We will make the jump up in format come top 8. So top 8 is when we'll go to I believe, race to 4, and then our finals will be race to 5 legs, so a best of 9 there as they've kind of increased the format from years past. So good to see that. That's something we talked about as well. It's just the 2 out of 3 stinks, and it's just so quick of a format. Especially, I mean, for this event, we have 47 players, so that just kind of gives you a perspective. It can end fairly quick in a 2 out of 3, and it's still probably going to end fairly quickly. But it's a good opening event here before our blind draw later on this evening. So if you're in the area, come on down. Blind draw 501, Cricket 501 starts at 7:30. $10 entry into that bad boy, and we'll pay all the way out to top 12. So pretty good payout. Yeah, once again, Dayson puts himself out ahead here. 304 plays 464. So definitely advantage in Dayson's favor. He will, I'm guessing he's going to win this leg in the match, but the winner of this one will play Tyler Christensen or Justin Jenkins in the next match. That's a top 16 one. Mark Taylor, Byron Johnson playing in the top 32. That's another great matchup here in the opening stages. Bob McCoy taking on Gerald Seeley. Tyler Weehee taking on Ethan DeVera. What a battle that's going to be. Ethan DeVera, predominantly a steel tip player. Interested to see how he does this weekend. Dason sets up the 150 with Ricky nowhere near a checkout opportunity. I'll just be thinking, trying to get this as low as you can. Big bucks, no whammies is what he's thinking. And look at this from Dason. Almost started us off with a big, big 150 checkout. Tell Ricky has a lot of respect for Dason and his capabilities as a player. Constant fist bumps are pretty much a dead giveaway. $36 for the win for Dason. And he gets it, and he's like, whatever, I'll take the win and walk away. This year, though, we are doing something special, folks. We got a second board of coverage here this weekend. You see we're pretty far zoomed in there, but we'll make sure we're ready to go here. So I believe we're set up. Yep, set up and ready for action. 2 ice boards is what we're bringing you this weekend. And I'll have to get, it's going to be a little bit tougher on me to get names and such. I should know this individual's name. I've seen him numerous times before. Let me check our boards out on CompuSport. Oh, this is safe to say Dason did come through Cody Willis in that first round. That's an awfully big win there. It helps when you do that. So this is Robert McCoy Jr. and Jordan Fox. So this is Jordan Fox. Robert McCoy, Bob McCoy's son, is right behind him. So I knew both of them were familiar. I just had to double down on the names there. That needs to go down just a touch. Yeah, there we go. That'll help. Sorry for the catching up here, but once we get Ryan in the mix, it'll be a little bit easier on me to do all the switches and whatnot. Jason Watts says, shame WADA isn't streamed. I will say that it is a difficult task. WADA does reach out to us almost every year. They have in the past 3 years, but we're already booked for this event so early. They pretty much book us the next week, so it makes it tough. Or sorry, the Sunday. They'll book us Sunday for next year, I should say. So that makes it a little bit difficult for WADA to get streamed by us. So it is unfortunate, but we're working on things for next year. We've got some ideas. And we've got a couple people in position to maybe we can be here and there at the same time next year. And it'll be just a little toggle on the old YouTube button. And you'll be able to watch both. So David's saying, so Eagle Eye is soft tip and USA is steel. No, sir. We're on both platforms right now. So Eagle Eye Sports is on is live as well as USA Darts. We're live with the same broadcast here. We just dual stream to make it easier to find. But there's your little tidbit for you. But USA Darts will be soft tip and steel tip. Sometimes with numerous events on the same weekend moving forward. So there you go. You heard it here first. Jordan right now. love another triple and gets one. A little bit tough for me to figure out where exactly they're at in this match. I'd have to go out on the floor and actually ask them. That's why you're not seeing the scoreboard right now. Being that you can see player 1, player 2. There's no names up on the scoreboard. They're not generated into the TK system, so it's not going to establish the scoring averages. They're just going to keep hitting the game, new game, new game, new game. So it'll be 0-0 throughout the score line. It is cork every leg, though, being a little bit shorter format. That was their mindset on that one, at least talking to Eric Blackledge, who's behind the tournament desk this weekend. All right, good old Eric Blackledge. And his lovely missus behind the tournament desk with Michael Walters as well as Terry Stevenson. So a big shout out to our tournament staff is Bob McCoy Jr., Robert McCoy. Looks for a big 180. Not going to capitalize, but does come up with a clutch 140 here. So up to Jordan to get him as far down as he can. Maybe a 1 or 2 dart checkout range. Guarantee himself a shot when he returns this next go. Now it's difficult. And I don't really like that dart there. I think he should have moved around potentially, because if he would have hit a single 20, it would have not left himself at a checkout. He was on 185. Single 20 would have left 165. So just a little note there. I would have moved over. Moved over for sure. Moved to the 18s at least. Could have went 25 there, I guess. 25 to leave the 160. Sets himself up for the look. If Jordan cannot capitalize here on this 70 finish, see how he goes about this. 18s or 10s would be my look. He gets the go start with the first, and you can see it's the soft tip play here that we're seeing, but it works out. He capitalizes, grabs the 70, 3 darts. The reason I kind of said what I said is 20 leaves you 50, and in this format, you'd still have to kind of maneuver around, either go 10 to tops. You don't really want to attack the double bowl or the middle bit on that second dart, because if you miss, you're not out. You possibly are leaving that 25. So. Matt saying, wait, Lackey nor Sugar are present. What kind of stream is this? Well, I don't know if Lackey is attending this year. At least I haven't seen him. I did play with Pro-Am with him last year, so he is a frequent flyer of this event, but maybe just not here this time. Sugar, haven't seen him either, so unless he's going to sneak into the dart hall tomorrow, maybe not seeing that gentleman. Well, Robert, no better time than now. As he moves over to try to capitalize. Got to stop saying that. Blah. Getting in the verbal vomit already. That's right, a little energy drink and we'll be all right. Did make the drive up today. Usually I kind of make it a day early, give myself plenty of time. It was a little bit of a scrambled mess, making sure we were good to go this for tonight's coverage. I got to admit that one. But nonetheless, we're still up. We're still ready to rock. We're still ready to bring you the action here this weekend. That should be a doozy of a weekend. Tomorrow we'll begin our coverage at 12 o'clock as we'll be in full doubles cricket mode then. Then we have women's and men's singles. So non-pro and pro, as well as the women's singles, starting at 2:33 and then 3 o'clock for the pros as well. They had that shuffled start time at the beginning. And then we have non-pro and pro mixed trips tomorrow night. That's going to be a 7:30 and an 8 p.m. start. Matt, that is actually not a Mike Maloney son, brother, or anything else. That's actually Robert McCoy Jr., so that's Bob McCoy's son there that we're seeing with the white hat on. Good to see him. I don't think I've ever seen him at a tournament before that I've streamed, so good to see him in the mix. Won't be able to take this out. 60 cannot go, so that was awfully close to a bust there, sir. What do you fancy, Jordan? What do you fancy here? I like the 2 trip 19s to leave 36 here. Robert saying he's watching from Brisbane, Australia, enjoying the stream. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us from way across the pond. Yanko saying, start with 19s with 116. What do you mean? I guess I wasn't paying attention. I was kind of looking at the chat or whatnot, but 20s or 19s is okay there. 4 19s leaves you a finish at tops as Robert McCoy Jr. does get the leg. Brian says he was at Omaha Bullshooter. Unfortunately, I was not there, so yeah, I didn't get to see him and take on that one. But who knows in the future what will happen. Ricky Bobby saying, I got a notification that I'm playing down there. I can tell you I'm in the north woods of Wisconsin, and that's not me. Yeah, I was kind of confused by that one, too, because we had him on the stream. It's actually Ricky Cook, I believe is his last name. But when I saw Ricky Bobby, I was like, is he stealing names there? Is he stealing names there? Already getting some top 16 matches called. We got Nick West, Jordan Krishman. That's a good one. Jim Stevens, Tommy Campbell. Bob McCoy, Tyler Weehee, as Tyler Weehee came out on top of Ethan DeVera. Jacob Womack taking on Brian Harrison. Dason Alberts, Justin Jenkins. That's going to be on board number 1. Trying to see it maybe getting ready to happen right now. That looks like Dason's just warming up there, so we'll pop it on over to that match as soon as we can. Got called about 10 minutes ago over there. Yeah, it does look like they're in action, actually, so we'll jump after this one. That top 16 match. Only your top 8 gets paid here. Keep that in mind. For $400 for first. It's a pretty good prize fund for that first place position. I can assure you, Matt, it's definitely not that pronunciation. It's Fuchs. Zach Fuchs. Yeah, that one threw us all for a little loopy there on Wednesday night's coverage of our CSC Challenger Series brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Hope you guys have been enjoying that. If you haven't been tuning in, Monday, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Central Time. Join us on USA Darts, Partners Promoting Darts for that action. Should be good. Jordan unable to really position himself in a opportunity to take out this leg here, and won't do it there either. So really prime spot for Robert Pkwy Jr. Plays around with it a little bit, but still okay. So I'm going 57-20 here myself, and that's his mindset as well. Double 10, gets double 10. Are we headed to a last leg decider? It looks like we are, folks. Last leg decider incoming here as we're tied up 2-2. This top 32 matchup in the Shark Tank Shootout. Signature goes throw. We're starting off with a triple 20. It's an okay start. Okay start. I don't think he's going to be pleased quite per se with that after starting off with a treble 20. You always want to back that up with another one. But it's definitely not a harmful start, as Robert may give it right back to him. And then some. Great 1-3-5 from Pkwy Jr. Man, it looks like they may already be done on that board one between Dason and Justin. They didn't mess around. Kind of keep you up to date on that one, but score is not in the CompuSport yet. Is the one disadvantage of having two streaming boards is, yeah, you can hop in between matches, but you may miss out on a match as well that potentially folks would want to see. Big shout out to Sharks for hooking us up with a nice ceiling mounted camera, so it makes it a little bit easier on everybody. That tripod being in the way can kind of really make things difficult, especially when you already have a pretty tight area that you're working with. So 181 for Jordan here. Wants at least one triple. One triple gets you to a 2-dart checkout range. And he won't get that, so he'll leave the 1-2-1. Pkwy wants to add the pressure. And by pressure, you need two of them here, bud. Didn't capitalize the two. Right behind him, though, with the 1-4-5. Big checkout opportunity to steal the match, and falls below at that first start, so cannot go here if you're Pkwy Jr. Back to Jordan for 43 to take the match here, and a 3-2 win to put himself into the top 16. Unfortunate. Unfortunately, does not capitalize and gives it right back to Pkwy. Tops for 3 on the spin. Gets it. That's a big win. That's a big win for Pkwy Jr. Comes back to take the title. Take the win here in this opening match. Boy, I'm going to get me an energy drink, guys, and we're just kicking off our coverage. Come on now, Will. Let's get better here. Well, folks, we want to thank you for joining us here. Once again, if you have not, go get some supplies from A2ZDarts.com. They definitely are the go-to spot to get some. Gabrielle saying cheater. I didn't see nothing there, buddy. I saw all of the line, but then again, I'm focusing on the chat and whatnot too. So I didn't see no harmful things done there. But we'll just keep on cruising. I'm going to give you a quick word from our sponsors, folks, before we come right back with some more action here live at the Shark Tank Dart Tournament in Shawnee, Kansas. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back momentarily.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today. Introducing the classic standard Blade 6, the dual core version, same as the lineup from the Blade 5. However, Winmore's come out with an entirely new model called the triple core. So the triple core is essentially the dual core dartboard with an added third layer of carbon fiber sisal in the back, creating literally the ultimate setup for durability. So not only are you paying for an even better longevity of the dartboard, but also enhanced graphics and functionality. All 3 dartboards have a hardened double bullseye and 25 segment to help with durability. So listen up, Americans, we need this because of our obsession with cricket. The most common problems we have with sisal dartboards is the bullseye segment wearing out or some issue with a wire. So let's just say we're not known for wearing out our doubles. All 3 dartboards come fitted with the 3 rotor-lock wheels to help stabilize the board to any wall surface. But the adjustable wheels make your life so much easier because they allow you to rotate your board super quick and easy. You just loosen them, rotate, then tighten them again.
All right, some unfortunate news is I did walk out there and I was like, where's Tyler, where's Bob? What's going on here? They're playing on 12. So we have board 1 and 2, and I think it got called to 12 by first off, and they just went ahead and started playing. So it is unfortunate we won't get that Bob McCoy, Tyler Weehee match like we planned. So that's kind of unfortunate. I wanted to pack this in with as many matches as possible, and we'll still try to do that, but makes it a little bit difficult. We do have Mike Brewer awaiting Eric Phillips or Mark Taylor. That matchup will be a top 8 one. Dason Alberts, Jacob Womack, they did get called on 12. Maybe we'll move that over or see if we can. That McCoy-Weehee matchup, they will play the winner of Jim Stevens and Tommy Campbell. Looks like we got that McCoy Jr., Danny Moore match on 14. West, Jordan Chrisman happening right now. Most of those matches should be finishing anytime. So we'll cue in. Yeah, they did move Dason Alberts and Jacob Womack to board number 2 without me even asking. So that'll be our next matchup. Once again, folks, sorry for the little deal, but that's kind of, it's opening events. People are gonna establish a kind of a flow and what have you, and that's what they're starting to do here. So, yep, got to go the other way, Ricky. Got to do the other way. As he's looking at the game screen instead of the camera. Come on, Ricky. I love it. I love it. Good guy. Solid guy out of Oklahoma. All righty, guys. Next matchup, Jacob Womack, Dason Alberts. Should be a doozy of a top 8. So give me 1 minute. We'll let them get up here, and then we'll get underway with some matches in our top 8 coverage in just a second. All righty, welcome back, everyone. And we're ready for this thriller of a top 8 matchup. Dason Alberts taking on Jacob Womack here in this quality affair. William Stuart, how about joining me, is Mr. Brandon Neal for this one. Should be a good one. What do you say, Brandon?
This should be a really good one, actually. Both of them, I've been watching them out there. They've been really beating up the board, so this should be a barn burner. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, we do take that step up here in format, so we will jump up to a race to 4-leg battle rather than a race to 3. So just remember that one as we move on ahead.
Bonus darts.
You can't complain about bonus darts. I can't complain, though. I about put best of 6 in there because that's heard of.
Right.
That's real good.
Super popular format. And these are about the averages that we will expect the rest of the way out in that 40 to 45 range.
I agree, especially with who we have left in the bracket and so have you. I mean, 2 quality shots here. Jacob kind of favors him a little bit here in this format, I think, because of his steel tip side.
I agree. I don't know Dason's out setups. I did just watch as he was playing Justin, though, and he did really well.
Oh.
He seemed to set himself up well, knew his board management fairly decently. So I think that he's going to do pretty well here.
Yeah, he did leave kind of some unfortunate. I mean, he went 48-34 for a checkout, which is, I mean, not really steel tip-esque or real good strategy per se is what people will tell you, but it works for him. He just manages to do it. But Jacob is in a great position right now on the CDC circuit, and that's where I said maybe this is kind of leaning towards him. He's top 7, I think, in the rankings right now on the American side of things, so sitting well for a Nations Cup berth of the Cross-Border Challenge.
Yeah, that's hard to argue with, and he's been very crisp so far. You know, that's an example right there. 125 starting on the 20.
Yeah.
You know, we can't have that. So this one's probably going to go to Jacob. Just very clinical in this first leg. That's over. Yeah.
No messing around. No messing around. And that's kind of his mentality. And boy, what a shirt he has on. Let me tell you about that shirt. What a gorgeous looking one.
If I remember last year, he had very festive attire on, but the cracked open coconuts, it's money. I'm with it.
I remember him coming up to me last year and saying, so much for your Hawaiian shirt. This one's better. And I said, no way. Yeah, it probably is. It probably is.
Well, he definitely stepped his game up this year. That one it's very loud.
Definitely is. Well, welcome, folks, for to joining us here for coverage of the Shark Tank Dart Tournament in Shawnee, Kansas.
So Jacob wins the cork there and quickly gives it away. Let's see if Jason can take advantage. He doesn't. I don't think that's enough to really grab a hold of the leg. No,
I mean, 2 triples right back in his way should help out. He'll start him off with 2 and maybe a third.
Ooh, he mishandled that third dart, too. That's a good recovery.
It's a big 180.
Yeah.
Handy. And not a bad leave here. 266 can set up the 99 for 167. Or just hit 2 triples and go about his business.
Yep.
Who knows?
Well, he's been hovering around that 40 the whole time. So, 2 trips is definitely in his range right here.
I don't think I mentioned it. Dason Alberts, actually a former member of Team USA on that NDA team dart team as well. So that's a big deal. But back-to-back 180s.
And quite the performance at NDA.
Yeah.
That whole week, pretty impressive.
A bummer for the team event that they didn't come out on top in the international challenge. But, yeah, did go the Germans route. But look at it. I mean, come on now. 2-dart checkout. That's what I'm saying. This Jacob Womack is probably the one to beat here in this. I did mention Dason being a favorite. But Jacob, he's in true form right now.
Very polished.
Very, very much so. Very much so. I don't think he plays much soft tip, to be honest. He predominantly plays the steel tip side, and that can somewhat help you, I feel. I don't know where you stand on that. Going from soft to steel or steel to soft.
Steel to soft, I feel like, helps a little bit more than going soft to steel.
Definitely.
Practice-wise, I don't know how it is competition-wise. I don't have a ton of steel experience competitively, but I practice steel at home, and in the zones looking a little bit bigger, confidence-wise helps.
When I played golf in high school and college, I always put it on a smaller hole. I had the greenskeep make me that specifically so I could practice on those putts, and then the hole just massively bigger. That was a big one.
I didn't want to call it, but we were 4 darts into a 9-darter there. So.
A little early.
But I do know what you're saying.
Yeah.
The smaller, aim small, miss small.
And I've always said it too, like your Leonard Gates, sometimes I don't know how he easily transitions back and forth between the two so effortlessly. It's just the position of his darts, another one that really helps him there, but just it seems like it's just nonchalant for him. Every day he's playing one or the other. So
what most of us are envious of is pretty much everything he does on the board seems effortless, and it's infuriating to watch. As a so-called peer,
yeah,
it's aggravating to watch how effortlessly it looks.
Well, here we go. This could go. Oh, what a checkout that would have been, and what a way to take it out. I expected the move over to the trip 15.
Kind of did too. I thought that's why he was starting there, because it would have been, just 2 numbers over. Ideal move.
And this is saying something, because Dayson hasn't been able to touch really an opportunity on a check. And 2 darts, one for double 8.
That one, yep. Clinical.
Oh, he got whoop. All right, never mind. We're going best of 7. And this could be over.
Yep.
This could be over. Wow.
I don't think he started a leg yet. Maybe the first one?
Nah, maybe the first one.
Yeah.
But anytime you're giving that advantage to Jacob, it's just, yeah. And some people are wondering why they do check or diddling every leg. I kind of asked it too. I said, hey, what would you, why are you not alternating here? And they said, well, it's a shorter format. And I said, okay, I kind of get that. But then you're kind of extending it out in the later stages, so
right.
Give or take. But that's the format. And
it is different. When you're on the cork, I love it. I wasn't today. I went second in every leg. And like I told you earlier, I started 2-0 and then gave the last 3 away as he, got warmer and warmer. But it's my own fault. I knew that it was cork every leg. I didn't throw one bull warming up. So
yeah,
you
get your mentality of the split bull. You're like, okay, right. Yeah, got to practice that. And
yeah,
when you always practice, comes up and sneaks up on you.
Right.
So here we go for Jacob, just trying to take this down as far as he can go. That's not bad. He knows a good 1-2-1.
Yep. And these averages are just creeping up further and further.
Definitely.
Jason started with the 180, and I thought he was really going to put some pressure on here, but Jacob's just not allowing it. He's kept his foot on the gas, just been clinical. I do like this, though.
I wonder how Jacob will go this classic 20 route or utilize the bull here. He's going to go classic 20. Yep. 11. Bull.
Ooh. And
too
that
far
is
off.
why I personally like starting bull. That way I don't have to depend on the double at the end.
Mm-hmm. Still got to hit a big triple, but, yeah, I get what you're saying there. Dayson does get on the board, though, 45.55.
So Jacob just threw a 45.5 the past game. Dayson says, here's one right back at you, and now we're in a match. And he might. I'm not going to say it.
Oh,
no.
one hole out, and another one hole out.
Oh, so just thinking it is a commentator's curse. I felt the commentator's curse coming, and I tried to stop it, and it was too late. Jason, that's on me. Just throw another 45-5, and you'll be fine.
That's all he needs to do. Just another 45-5. And once again, Jacob gets the start, and you're playing with fire with him getting the advantage with that start. Almost lighting one match too many. You know?
Yeah, that's very true. When he throws a ton, you almost feel like he took a round off at this point, you know.
Especially here, I mean, a ton can go a long way.
Yep.
And that also is a big miss in the opposite direction. So,
going second, that
yeah,
hurts.
Yeah. We always say on the CSC, almost a 5-mark minimum opener nowadays. And here, I would say a ton opener is almost minimum.
Standard. Have to have it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what he needed to do. He jumped back into the leg here. He did not get the lead. I'd say he's still up against it, but if Jacob throws in another just a ton, and then he puts in a big round the next time, he can claw his way back in it, but that's not going to be it.
Even a 20 here sets himself up. Yeah, 161 the look. And if you're Dayson, you need to start 18s here. You got to start 18s here, and he's not going to. He's not going to.
Well,
but
18 now. Well, if you're going to hit all triples, I guess it does.
But still, you're right. He needed to move over to the 18 there because 164 would have set it up if he hit the single. Yeah. So that play right there at the end, if you don't hit it, it's going to cost you darts.
Yeah. He is going to get a look.
He will get this look at the 1-2-2. And
again,
let's see how he goes about it. Let's see how he goes about it. And once again, he should go 12 here to get a look, but not the ideal play. And we don't want to hound on it, but we got to say it. Wow.
I mean, if you're not going to miss that's very creative.
Creative?
If you're hitting it, you know, I guess it doesn't matter as long as it equals 0, but he does miss the last one. But he got to a double, you know, again.
26 for 36. My goodness. Yeah. Right down to it. And he gets it. Yeah, good win there for Jacob Womack.
Lowest leg was the 33.
I mean, just true form.
Yeah.
True form. Good stuff. As Dayson, unfortunately, will bid us adieu here this evening, at least in this format. He could still come back and make a run on the blind draw side of things. We'll check on board number 1. I don't know why that just looks a little bit fuzzier. I may need to take some cleaning apparatuses here to our yeah, that looks a lot less attractive per se. So we'll clean off the lenses. It looks like we got Nick West taking on somebody in the next round. Let's see who.
That looks like Dan Moore.
Is that who we got here?
That is him.
So, yeah, that'll be down on the bottom side. Nick West, Dan Moore, board 1.
Yep.
All righty, let me write that down.
That should be a good one.
Oh, definitely. Definitely so. Nick West did some damage at NDA Team Dart this year.
Mr. Danny Moore from Colorado, formerly from Des Moines, I believe. Long time player, legend in the Midwest.
Him and Ruben play together?
Danny Pace is who I know of him playing with.
Okay.
He is also historically played with Donna Gagan.
Okay, yeah.
And Joe Hildebrand and that group from Des Moines.
Good group of players there.
Yep. Nick is from Ohio?
I think Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. think it's like, I can't even really say border or not. Oh, here we go. Another top 8 matchup.
Race to 4.
Scoreboard in view here. Just got an alert. Charles Johnson says, can we get a boom goes the dynamite text alert every time?
Uh-oh.
That's good.
All right, so we got a ton to a ton 40 start. Fireworks right out of the gate. And I will not be performing a Boom Goes the Dynamite this evening.
Oh, come on. Just one?
Maybe tomorrow. Ooh. One hole, one hole. One hole in. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. All right, 306 plays 280. See how he goes about this. Needed to go down on one of those, but now Nick has a nice round number, so he can go up top, and as he gets a refreshed beverage, I see.
Have to do that one.
Yep.
Got to take care of the priorities there every once in a while. And look at him go here.
Get a look. Yep.
Yeah, it was unfortunate for Nick. He did make 2 of those big-time runs at NBA Team Dart. I think he finished second in both the cricket and 0-1 front, which I know he's not thrilled about. He wasn't too thrilled with me when I put those up on USA Darts afterwards. Yeah. So,
oh, no. We got to go somewhere else right there. 18 or bull. Big fat up top, yeah. Yeah, but he played fantastic. Great week for him. Put him on the map as far as I wasn't familiar with him before, you know, me being from the other side of the Midwest. Very impressed with Nick out in Vegas.
Yeah, he is impressive, and like I said, it was unfortunate he couldn't get a W in one of those events, but yeah, really talented individual.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunate inside. Got to go for it. 5-5.
Get aggressive. Yeah, he did. One hole. Okay. Where do you go here?
Trip 10. Trip 10's what I fancy here. Another one's trip 18.
I'm a trip 18 guy.
Yeah. You can see that there as he'll. Oops, that's the wrong board. Will, that'll work.
Got it.
After a little mistake there from Will, no problem. No problem.
A little number juggling. Keeping everybody on their toes.
A little different when you got the 2 boards set up instead of the 1. There's no doubt. Yeah, outside for Nick there.
So Danny will want to tighten up his board management. He had a couple of opportunities go astray there, throwing at what you could argue would be a wrong number. Is that a tie? Yeah.
You got a couple remarks about board management, bad math in the chat. We got to remember a lot of these. This is why they do this format here.
Yeah.
They're kind of opening up the doors per se for those people that maybe just strictly play soft tip.
And I'm one of them. I watch a lot of steel, so my dad's a math teacher, so I try to pick up on it. But this is why we do it. We have to get better at it.
And that's the push here. It's actually a great format. Single elimination adds a lot of pressure to those darts as well because you're used to double elimination here on the soft tip side. So, yeah, I think it's great. Keep on doing it. And I think more events should actually add this.
We're gonna have to get there.
Oh yeah,
because we're getting to a point to where bull. It's getting to that point. So I think that this format is a lot more challenging, and we are getting to the point skill-wise where we have to get there. We have to start migrating to the split bowl. Because you see it at the Fat Bowl events. It is with people of this caliber, you're talking 40 to 45 averages in Fat Bowl soft tip.
Russ says Nick is Wood River near St. Louis. So, yeah, I believe that is on the Illinois side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Wood River, Illinois.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I didn't see that little part. Okay. Timothy's saying, can we see the brackets anywhere online? Yeah, let me go ahead and just do that link for you real quick. And make sure that you guys have the – oops. Well, not if I do that one, I guess. Just make sure you guys have it in the chat.
Nick is laughing off all these one-hole 20s. And then one hole's a third one. Feel your pain, my friend. I feel your pain. Eventually we'll get a one-hole in, hopefully. Danny's been very consistent. Looks like he's gone ton-ton. If my math serves me correctly based on the average, that's not going to happen this time. So Nick has gone one hole high on the 20, one hole high on the 20. Switch that up. Oh, no, he went back to it. Ooh. We'll right the ship here.
At least try to, right?
Yeah. There we go. See? The opposite of a commentator's curse.
There you go.
We called it.
First time, long time. Yeah, big 180 from Danny. Sets himself up with Nick outside looking in, and
had to have it.
He had to have that triple 20.
Yeah. So 6 from 81. Probably see the trip 19.
Yeah, the 19 for the
now trip 10, hopefully. Yep, it's a good look. 12 or 20. Okay. Nothing hurt. Because again, he's going to get a look to take it out. Nick's going to need to put some pressure on this.
It's a little bit of pressure added. Do I consider it enough? No. Should be just a 2-3 dart check out here. Easy for Danny.
Looks like he's going 5 for a double 16.
Potential good marker, though. Yeah.
Got it. All right, 2-0. Nothing hurt because we're, well, can't say that because Nick would be going first in the loser start format.
Yeah.
Looked like he liked that one. We will take it. Any bull's a good bull. See Danny's answer. Same hole.
Yeah, I got to redo it here.
Yep. Switch rolls. Danny will start. 1 out. But, well, at least for me, I'm a lefty, so that would be a nightmare dart for me. Nick can come in from that right side and, ooh, drilled it. No need to count that one, my friend. Just grab him.
Definitely not. He'll take the start. He'll take that advantage.
Yeah. Hand over a handful of darts, and we are away. And he got really wayward in that last leg. Yeah, I was wondering if he would reel it right in. It's a good, solid start. Good recovery.
Definitely so. Good opener over 140 here. Trying to get one on the board. You need to.
Yep, got to have it here.
You really can't let this go to 3-1.
All right. Nick in pretty good control here. Has the darts and has a 45-point lead. Oof.
Stay out of those neighbors, though. Stay out of those neighbors.
Two triple turn would do Danny really well here. Halfway there. All the way there. Nice 140. Claw himself right back into the leg. Need more than a ton here to leave it out, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Gotta attack. It's okay, though. I mean, 146 sets him up for 2 trip 19s if he so chooses for the 32. There's lots of maneuvers you can make there.
Yep.
To achieve the checkout. For Danny, he needs 99.
I was going to say, is he going to go 19 last start if he hits?
He had to if he would hit the triple there. But no look now, so trying to get a leg on the board for Nick.
That's why with that number you start 19, right?
I like the 19s. Just 2 trip 19s leaves you the 32.
Yep.
Stay consistent on the same bed rather than trying to go trip 20, trip 18.
How much pressure is it going to be under? $136? Nope. 6 from 117.
Yeah. Just don't mess around with it. Get the job done here. 17. Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. So that's the double 10 up. Although he's been inside a few times here, he can convert.
I think he'll learn from that.
Once again, folks, welcome to the Shark Tank Shootout here in Sharks Restaurant and Billiards in Shawnee, Kansas. Highly recommend you come to this place, enjoy the fantastic food, the atmosphere, and then some, as Nick West finally puts one on the board, 2-1.
A little sigh of relief after that.
Yeah, I would say
double
so.
10.
I would say so.
Very, very obviously exhaled there. But, yeah, I would agree. Shark Tank is always on my calendar. Great event. Always gets great feedback. You'll see the Facebook posts after everybody leaves. There's never a bad word about this event. Right in the middle of the country for everyone, too. So Terry and everyone put on an outstanding event here. Super fun. All right, rights the ship on the third dart to avoid disaster in the opening round after winning that court. So Danny up 2-1 in a race to 4. He's going to see if he can wrangle the darts away from this leg. Doing a decent job so far. That'll do it. He's already up 100 after 3 darts. So
that's a great 180 there.
And Danny's showing why he's been so good for so long. Nick's going to need to really dig down deep. Excellent job of doing that on third dart. It's going to need 3 more of those in his next turn. Oh. I was about to start getting excited.
See, even though Nick feels he knows he's got a task ahead of him, still giving a little knuckle there.
He's up against it now, and you can tell he's aware. Yeah.
Adam Savada joining us with the fist pumps. Adam, you at WADA this weekend? You having a weekend off? What you got going on? There's the thing, WADA is going on in Washington, D.C. area, so that's steel tip event for WDF points. So a lot of people are opting to go there. A lot of people are opting to stay here and play the soft tip realm. So we're going to have that more and more in the future of North American darts as There's not enough weekends in the year these days. They're going to start crashing each other.
Right. Yeah, you're going to have to start picking and choosing where you go, which is, hey, it's a great problem to have.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, anytime you can kind of tighten up the spots and the time that you're traveling, it makes it easier. Danny. Oh, got to go double-double now. Double-double, fine. 3-1 for Danny Moore.
A 3-dart finish to finish with a 42. Oof.
Is that a blocker? Is it going to matter for Danny? He puts it right inside it.
Yeah, go ahead and grab him, Danny. He saw it. All right, 3-1. Danny with the start.
Super 8 saying KDC is the same time as TOC. I'm torn. No, it's not. No, it's not. KDC is the last weekend of October. TOC is the first weekend of October. So you're fine there, buddy, because we're streaming both.
There you go. Do them both.
Yeah. As Adam does say, a couple weekends off until Indy. That'll be the last weekend of the CDC coverage there. So.
Okay. So a couple of subpar rounds there to start leg 5. I feel like we're going to right the ship here.
After more, you just want to stay out in front by at least yeah, there you go, right there. That last start triple. Because even if Nick hits the ton, he's still behind.
Okay, 140 helps.
Does look like Jacob Womack doesn't have an opponent yet. Keep an eye on that one. Bob McCoy, Jim Stevens still playing in this match here to get to our top 4 matches.
Yeah, getting down to the business end of the bracket.
Yeah, and just a reminder, this will be the only event that we cover this evening. We will be back at 12 local time, so Central time tomorrow as we start up the stream for doubles cricket. Oh, that is a door opener and a half if you're Nick West. Jump and run through this.
Bad time to have breakfast.
Yeah, I would say so. Go right back up. Yep, 20s for sure. Leave that 108. There's so many. I love a good 108 finish.
Yep.
So many ways to attack the 108.
Opens the whole board up for you.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Look, Dan's throw is just so effortless.
It is.
It's just relaxed.
Very repeatable.
Back, forth, back and through, I mean.
What I call quiet. Very quiet throw. Not a lot to it.
Oh, boy. Getting a look here at Bull for 3-2, and he's got to have it.
Whoa. Little wayward there.
Not able to take advantage, so here we go, 96 for Moore.
A triple 20 in either of the first 2 darts will get him a look, right?
Yeah. That'll work. 4-1 scoreline as Danny Moore books his place in the semifinals of the Shark Tank Shootout here in Shawnee, Kansas. Wow.
Impressive performance by Danny.
Yeah, I really thought that was going to be a more tight-knit affair, but it really wasn't. It really wasn't. Wow.
Nick wired a number of darts, but Danny was very consistent.
Definitely so. All right, so we're going to see how we wind up here. As you can tell, Mike Brewer is on the opposite side. I may be able to snag a look at that one. We'll see here.
Yeah, I'd love to see how Mike's doing.
We'll come in over the top. Kind of a weird angle, but it'll work for us. We'll just kind of take a quick look here
Mike
at that one.
And Eric Phillips, right?
Yeah, Eric Phillips and him, so good little matchup here. We'll let this play out for you folks. Brandon Neal here joining me for some commentary duties. William Stewart, Brandon Neal will be back in just a short time to cover our top 4 matches here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back once again. Here we go, semi-finals at the Shark Tank Shootout here in Shawnee, Kansas. William Stuart, and alongside me once again is Mr. Brandon Neal. So we will get underway here.
Got a spicy one here.
Yeah, this is going to be a great matchup between Bob McCoy and Danny
setting
Moore.
The tone right off the bat.
They're going to let you know.
Yep. Know what we are in for. Another race to 4 in this semifinal. Wait.
Yep. Race to 4 indeed. We did want to make sure with the tournament staff that we were correct on that one, and yep, they were. Like, yeah, you guys got it right. You guys are fine. Oh, thank God.
Oh. I heard it before I saw it, and I thought we were in for something.
Last year at Shark Tank was the first time that I really got to see Bob in action.
I remember.
And I did come up to him. I was like, dude, well, who the hell are you? Yeah. Where'd you come from? I just took some time off. I've been playing for a while. I said, well, I haven't been, so nice to meet you, William Stewart.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the privilege to meet him at the Omaha Bull Shooter last year. Nice 174 by Danny to claw himself back in. Still up against it, going second, but respectable turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a chance to talk to Bob earlier today, and one of the most genuine, nicest guys in this game.
He really is. He's a solid guy, no doubt.
He's one of those guys where you walk away feeling better than you did walking into the conversation. That's about the best compliment I can give someone. Going to put some pressure on this 46. Ooh, good look. Very good look.
Yeah, leaves him at 119, so 10-6 wire for Bob here, what I'm assuming.
Looks like he's going 14.
How about that? 14 for 32. Okay.
How about the eye work right there? You see that?
That was good. That was quality. That was quality. You're learning.
Ooh, just snuck it in the bottom of that segment. But it equals 0, so Bob's up 1-0.
And good attack there. You can tell he's just like, nah, I'm going to take the out. I've been feeling probably most of the day here. Yeah. That double 16.
He hits the double 16 better than most anyone in America, I will venture to say. I know I'm going very far out on a limb there, but
he does hit a good amount of them.
Yeah, and this is a very annoying cork. It gets in your head.
Yeah, especially there for Danny.
Yeah, you could tell that one was a little gitchy. All right, so Bob's up 1-0, and he will start this leg. If he starts this one the way he started the last one, Danny's up against it. Only about 7 holes away from start the first game. Great comeback, though.
Let us know if you're, I'm assuming you are hearing some things in the background. We'll go ahead and adjust that a little bit. In years past, we've done a fairly good job about making sure that we have the music monitored in the background. We
did get louder.
Yeah, it got louder there all of a sudden. So
party's getting started back there.
We did get the speaker turned off next to us, which is always beneficial. But yeah, it looks like a still pretty significant volume level. Kind of make sure that's turned down a little bit. But I will go ahead and I'm just gonna say for early stages of this tournament, it does look like there is less people than in years past.
Yeah, definitely for this event. From what I hear, there are a lot of people that were at other events or had other things going on that are planning on coming up tomorrow morning. So I would expect it to fill out a lot more. But I would agree. As I was walking in a little late because I had to work today, I was a little. I definitely noticed the amount of people was less than what I'm used to.
Yeah, you can definitely say that. And we still have some good names in the field and some quality female shots too.
But if Bob's going to throw a 45 all day, that's going to be hard to beat.
It's going to be tough. It's between him and Jacob, it seems, on that front. And
they are on a collision course, it does seem.
Speaking of Jacob, I wonder if he's queued in for a match or not. Let's go ahead and see. He will play Mike Brewer in the next round. Mike Brewer, a frequent teammate of Jules Van Dongen.
Yeah, it's a good run by Mike. I have noticed he's another one where his average has been creeping up lately. Proud of him. He's been putting in a lot of work. I know he's been throwing a lot, both steel and soft. Playing some at-home steel leagues. And as you mentioned, he plays a lot with Jules. They play a lot of the no-cap doubles leagues, so he's been putting in some work. Got a court coming in from Bob.
Yeah, not happy with that one.
I could hear him from here.
They're only about
10 feet, maybe.
Yeah, the board's about 12 feet from us, maybe.
Yeah,
I'd say, yeah. So that doesn't show. I did put a.
Oh, he
sound.
heard you.
Did he?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, "Quieten down over there." I think he said so. He definitely looked over here. He was kidding.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did try to put a sound machine in between us and them. Hopefully it's still kicking.
Okay, so I think Danny got that. Okay, yeah, Danny's going to start this one. Down 2-0.
No better time than now to.
Right. Yeah, going to need to come out of the gate pretty steady here. He has historically, so I would say due for at least a ton. Slides into the 555. Starts off with a 55. Not going to be the greatest because, as I just mentioned, Bob's been hovering around a 45 for an hour, so
yeah,
probably going to want to go downstairs for this one.
A big ton would be.
Okay, so we start over. Now Danny's going to want to put in a good round here. Definitely going to want to improve on that, and he does. Nice 1-2-1. Grabbing control of leg 3, down 2-0, had to have it. You knew Bob wasn't going to give you 2 rounds off in a row. Expecting at least a ton.
That Sally Kelly in the chat saying, "See tomorrow." Sounds like she's headed to Kansas instead of headed down to Wada. A little bit further trek for you, Sally. Going to be good to see you.
Yeah. All right, so average is starting to creep back up. Slow start to this leg. One off round typically leads to another off round, which is what we're seeing here. Some contagiously bad darts, just like contagious good darts. So they will start to feed off of each other. Nice 140 to jump back in the leg.
Yeah, it gets him to a point where he can add a lot of pressure to Danny's darts if he ends up in a checkout opportunity.
Realistically needs a ton to.
Yeah, no doubt. A little bit of a blocker there on that first start.
Not going to get a look.
That's difficult. That is difficult. You're giving that upper hand to Bob once again here.
And he can really grab a hold of this leg right now. Take a step down.
That's okay though. And
118. 108, sorry.
Guaranteed to get the look now. Yeah. What time does the bar open tomorrow? Good question. I'm going to guess 10 o'clock. Women's doubles starts at 11, so I'm going to assume 10 o'clock.
We'll find out.
Yeah. That is a great question.
And some information I will want to know.
Yeah, for sure. I can assure you I will not be here at 10 o'clock. No, I'm just kidding. I'll probably be here like 10:30.
I will.
How about this? 18 for 36. Ooh. Wanted that to go 3-0 ahead.
You could tell he would rather pass than hit a single 18 to leave himself a double 9, which...
Awfully weirdly positioned there, Danny Floyd. What are you doing? You can see you kind of looked over. Oh, crap. They playing in a match? Yes, they are, Dancing Danny. Trip 18. Oh.
Don't throw it again. Okay.
He wanted that one back. Yeah. He wanted that one back.
All right, so since we're not playing gotcha, Bob is going to get a look at the 36.
Yeah, this is gone. First or second. First or second here. That's what I figured. It was just meant to be. 3-0 advantage for Bob McCoy here.
And we are going to get Danny's most important cork of the night. I'm sure he's aware, but it's got to be a good one. It's got to be a really good one. And he passed. He let Bob show him one, it looks like. Bold strategy, Cotton.
Yeah, it is. It's one of those things. Do you like going first? Do you like going second? Me and Dustin Holt have a thing where before we even get up to the board, we say, your option. Just because we both are that kind of mindset.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Oh,
that slide in there. It looks like he may have got that.
Yep. He didn't grab him right away, which means he got it. Well, all that matters is Danny knew what he was doing. So he will start off leg 4, needing 4 in a row.
Yeah, he's got to take every leg to advance to the final here, and he's starting off.
Okay.
Well, starting off well.
Yeah. And he knew that he had to dig down deep. He went down and got a double bull for the cork and starts out 140, letting Bob know he's not going to roll over. Admirable. Bob said, I'm here too.
Yep. Letting him know, hey, buddy, I still got this advantage with the lead.
Hey, you see the smile from Danny?
Yep.
Expect nothing less, sir. Now, if he can put in a ton 40 plus here, I was going to say he wouldn't be in bad shape as long as Bob didn't back it up. But starting to enter dangerous territory here for Danny, though.
Yeah, I would agree there, because not too much for Nick to get the advantage. It can get it with one triple here.
Yeah. Bob could also grab it.
I mean Bob, sorry. I definitely said something else there. My bad.
It's all good.
I was telling everybody earlier I was making quite a few mistakes to open up the stream, and that rarely ever happens. But when you make the trek the day of instead of the day before like you're used to, it may cause some difference.
Yeah, it cuts down on your prep time.
I had to pull over and take a nap this morning, too.
Oh, dear.
Like a 20-minute because I was trying to snooze on the road. But, we made it. We're here. We're ready for a good weekend.
Yeah, giving the people what they want, which is darts on a Friday night.
Can't complain about it.
High-quality darts, too.
Just certainly so. And Bob's going to set himself up nicely here to take this match.
And I don't want to fail to mention, I feel like Danny had a good opportunity in that past round, and he went trip 5, single 20, trip 5 to not leave himself an out. Compared to the start of the leg, it's unfortunate. The timing, just the timing is unfortunate because I felt like he was here for the fight, and I think he's just kind of running out of gas a little bit. Plus, Bob is, again, in that 45, 46 range.
It's
disgusting.
Exactly. And we'll see how Bob goes attacks this 81. Being that he went for 36, he could go 45, 36. May go that 19 route here. Looking like 45. Nope, 57.
Double 12 to a double 6. Game time. 4-0. Dominating performance by Bob.
Yeah, what an absolutely dominating performance there.
3 out of the 4 were in the mid-40s, approaching the out. Just a great performance.
Byron Johnson joining us here just to say hello, as we're going to go ahead and go right on over to our Womack matchup.
He is taking on Mr. Mike Brewer.
Yeah, good matchup here in our other semifinal. Oops, got to switch the board around. That would help. There we go.
Mike leaving himself a 102. To Jacob's 58. All right, so let's see how Mike goes about this. Smart. I like the single 5 to start. Just kidding, Mike. Just giving you a hard time. Wayward dart there, but Jacob's looking at 58. I'm guessing he's going to go 18 double 20. Just kidding. Going to go double 10.
Inside there. And unfortunately, we don't have a score line for you here on this match. I'll get it right after this leg here, potentially.
14 for double 20. Get it up there, Mike. Yeah, it looked like it was going to be short. I play with Mike a lot. I saw that coming, unfortunately.
Yeah. Inside, got to scramble now. 1 for double 2. Womack gets it. Let me check on that score line.
Okay. Now we'll have a court coming in. Mike elects to have Jacob throw first. Throws a decent one. Looks like that's 1 hole in, maybe 2. 1 hole in. Here's Mike's effort. Mike will get the start in this leg, whichever one that is, and we will get that for you right now.
We stepped in at a great time. 1-0 advantage for Jacob Womack.
Okay. And Mike Brewer will have the start in this leg, looking to even it up. Not the ideal start. See how Jacob can answer here. Probably would look down. Nope. Starts with a ton. So advantage Jacob right off the bat. Mike will need to have a pretty big answer here, ton plus.
So Mike prefers that far right side of the Aki.
Big answer. And he does stand very far to the right. Unfortunately, if you are playing on the board to his right, there is an alternating cadence. Mike is now in a position where he needs all 3 triples to leave an out. Reverse commentator's curse again, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome.
Every once in a while it works out.
Donnie, the score, I'm not sure when you made that comment, but the score is 1-0 Jacob. And he backs up the 180 from Mike.
Yeah, I think that was probably
Before.
just as we started.
Yeah.
I was wondering because I kind of was hearing just something faint in my ear, like they were just beginning, and that's exactly what they're doing. But
Yeah.
86, the look for Jacob to make this 2-0, and I mean, we've seen this classic 2-darter before from him, and it looks like he's going to get another look here. Double 16.
One hole low. Good marker.
Yeah. He's just playing really well at the moment. Truly in form.
Walks up and smooth strokes a great cork. Again, with Mike standing so far to the right, that's going to be, that's going to be hard to beat because our angle is the same as his, and there was pretty much no double bull available for him. So down 2-0, or I'm sorry, up 2-0, and Jacob will get the start in leg 3. Mike has a little bit of a hole to dig himself out of, and Jacob's making it deeper and deeper by the dart. Starts with a ton 40. Excellent start. We mentioned earlier that we were on a collision course between Bob McCoy and Jacob Womack, and I don't think we've wavered from that very far.
No.
Come on, Mike.
Man, it just seems like they're just cranking up the volume more and more on us.
Louder.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be making an adjustment there. But this is what this event's great for, figuring out the tweaks before your really main event coverage comes on Saturday, Sunday. We will kind of work into the later parts of the evenings with those mixed doubles and triples action on both evenings.
Yeah, so tomorrow we have both of the doubles events, the open and then the pro doubles cricket, singles in the afternoon, and then mixed triples, both of the mixed triples in the evening.
Yeah, and just so you folks are aware, our bulk of our coverage, or our main coverage, will be the doubles and the singles coverage. Mixed triples we'll probably just let play out.
It'll probably be party time.
Oh, yeah, and usually that can run late into the evening, especially with the 8 o'clock start on the pro side. So we'll catch up on some sleep and come back for Sunday.
And again,
still
great for attending.
Yeah.
You know, just a little difficult for commentating.
Well, that, and also we're providing the 2 boards of action rather than just the 1, so that kind of changes everything as well. So
true. Mike's going to need a good dart here to, oh no, it slipped into the 5. Good idea, just unfortunate. Very unlucky dart right there. Go 18. All right, so Mike just needs to set himself up just in case. And one more of those. We'll take it.
I would have. Yeah, it's when you're it's one of those you're playing with fire again because Jacob's just so dang good.
Yeah. You know you're not going to walk back up to the board.
No.
You're completely aware of that. Yeah.
It's not the best of goes, 29.47 there in that leg, but it gets the job done. And Jacob, 1 leg needed for a finals versus Bob McCoy.
And just another really solid cork. He's put pretty much every cork that I've seen 1 or 2 holes out of the double, and he's throwing. You know, that was kind of an outlier, but he's throwing 35 to 40 every game, and putting in a good cork. That's really hard to beat, especially when you follow it up with a 140. I tried to pull the Sean Green foreshadowing there.
Yeah, definitely a difficult start there for Mike.
Yeah, unlucky start.
Jacob's going to just jump on the gas here is what I thought he would do, but a little reprieve.
Let him off the hook.
Still need a 140 plus here from Mike.
Really use.
Well, there you go. Almost a 140. But keeps him still right neck in this game here.
Back-to-back 135s. Mike is not going to leave a look. Wasn't going to before that first start, but Jacob very likely will. Likely it'll be a 2-dart finish. And it's going to be a 1-dart finish.
Yeah. What a leave. What a leave. And pretty much locks in our finals. We'll see here. 8-8.
And if this goes, both of our finals participants will have gone 4-0 in their semifinal.
Wow.
So a comet-paced collision course.
Yeah. Folks, hang tight here because we're going to get Bob McCoy versus Jacob Womack in our next match, our finals. Coming your way here next to the Shark Tank Shootout, Sharks Restaurant and Billiards. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with that finals matchup probably about 5 minutes' time, I imagine. Finals time at the Shark Tank Shootout. What do you say, folks? Bob McCoy takes on Jacob Womack here. William Stuart, Brandon Neal on the call for this action. Excited for this one as we're going to get a race to 5 format in our finals here. What do you say, Brandon?
I think it's going to be a very elevated race. As we've mentioned it a few times, these two seemed to have been on a collision course against each other. Looks like a couple of 140s to start. They're just going to stand in the middle of the ring and throw haymakers at each other for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, heavyweight duel here for sure. They both have been just really impressive on the scoring power, really impressive on the doubles. You'd be hard to pick a favorite here.
Unfortunately, this is going to come down to the circle in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to come down to the cork.
No doubt about it. We'll zoom in just a little bit, give you a little bit better view of our two competitors. Good finish for the McCoys here in this one. I believe Robert McCoy Jr., the son of Bob McCoy, finished in that top 8 as well. So
he was playing next
top
to
8
me.
or top 16.
Yeah,
pretty good finish.
Throwing very well. Bob leaves himself with a very doable 113. Let's see what Jacob's going to leave himself.
Was a
1-2-1.
Was a top 16, missing out to Danny Moore. So just wanted to correct myself as the 113 gets a look here. I myself go 20s route, down the 19s, then 36 if I miss. But
now we go trip 20. Whoa. Trip 17. Tidy.
Let's see if Jacob can make him pay early in this matchup with the 1-2-1 check.
Full first.
And it's one of those factors. You know, single 20, you can still work around it. Triple 20, even better. But yeah, we're seeing that bull played more and more. The 25s leaves you 96. Triple for double 18.
It's easy to say it's the right shot after he misses, right?
Right.
Very solid.
I definitely wouldn't be able to hit it anymore. I don't even play enough these days, if at all.
It's very cute how you play off how mediocre you might be at darts. And what are you now, a mid to high 4 in soft tip cricket still?
Oh, probably 4. Probably a 4.
There was a time a couple of years ago where you were hard to beat, if I remember right.
A couple years ago, yeah. A couple years ago. Back when the streaming wasn't even really a focus yet. But
yeah, but weren't you streaming yourself?
Well, that's why this kind of happened. It started off as streaming yourself, and then it turned into
If I remember right, you had a couple of S's. You had 2 S's on your grand board rating, if I remember correctly.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. That's good. A good start for Jacob with the 121. Forces McCoy to hit 2 of his own. Will hit that and then some.
Somehow managed to get between his 2 darts in the triple 20 and still go low on a single 20. That is my luck when it comes to a 1080 attempt.
Speaking of 1080s, there you go. That's a 180, as AE would say.
Very timely as he's trying to tie this back up at 1 apiece. Miss Alvanita out of the Phoenix area. How are you doing, young lady?
Great individual. Great individual.
She and I partnered up with Mr. Chris Watson at TOC and made a run in triples on a Tuesday afternoon.
Look at this.
Disgusting.
What a 168.
Disgusting. How would it feel to be throwing a 40 and be down by 230 points as you come up trying to leave yourself an out? That's rough.
Don't ask me. I've never had that feeling.
Well, he's going to leave himself a look.
He will leave. He adds the pressure he needs to a big 180, and wow, folks, this is this is what we're going to see in this final. Here we go, 32 for 1-1.
Applied the maximum amount of pressure, and it's like he didn't even do it.
No.
All right, we're 1-1. Bob's ready to bring in a cork. You can see it. I'm expecting a couple of good ones here.
Yeah, there's
halfway there.
Center bit for Bob.
It's on the bottom.
And a little bit better from Jacob. You were 100% correct, and you're thinking of this could be a good one.
Yep.
Yes, it was.
Clutch and more clutch. So 1-1. Jacob will get the start. And a little lackluster start after almost P-hole in the cork.
Yeah. It kind of opens the door for Bob to.
It does. You can see his eyes open up a little bit, knowing that he had an opportunity.
He's going to take advantage here, too.
Typically does.
One more triple.
40.
One more triple will do. That's that 100-point differential. Ryan Mooneyham just stepped in the booth. Said, "You missed all the fun, Ryan."
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it.
I got mad and punched it.
Bought us some new monitors, already broke them. Yeah, got to take them back. Got to take them back. Leg number 3 here. In a best of 9 leg format.
Jacob decided to take the first half of this leg off. Now he's going to try to catch up. Going first, so he's not completely out of it. Bob hasn't taken his foot off the gas at all. So I realized I just cursed him. I've been trying to avoid that the entire time. I knew it. We'll see.
We'll see. He can still hit a triple here, be fine. Yep. No harm, no foul. He's going to be okay.
Okay.
That's all right. Yeah, because Jacob here still needs 150 to even touch it, and that's.
Yeah, 2 triples and then some.
He's got to fill it up pretty much.
Yep.
And he may do that.
Got to have it.
And great move.
Yep.
Great move to the 17s there, opening up the 160 opportunity if Bob doesn't take out the 140.
His board management has been stellar this entire
event. And that's what I was mentioning, a few matches ago. It's just the board management from Jacob he's definitely got the upper hand advantage no matter who he plays in that aspect.
Super high. Yeah, super high. There we go. Okay.
Boy, would this be a great 160 to hit.
It's not too far-fetched.
Oh. All right, Bob, for the 2-1 advantage.
I've seen him throw a double 20 once. Nope, twice. He hit one and threw low on the second one. Yeah. But cleaning it up.
Got to clean it up. And he doesn't. Oh, no. You can't give away opportunities like that, especially when it comes to a final.
This is a very unexpected opportunity.
Exactly.
As he was down well over.
You could sense that Jacob wasn't expecting to get the look.
Right. Yeah.
He just gave the ooh, wow. Okay. How did I get that one?
Yeah. How am I punching up this next game? 2-1 Jacob, race to 5. Still plenty of darts left. Still plenty of time to dig in and make a run. It's better than not hitting a bull. At this point in the event, yeah, you can't expect to win that on the outside ring. You can tell Bob's visibly upset with how he finished that leg. But I've seen him play a lot. He will lock in, make a run. That's going to be hard.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. Update our scoreboard. There we go.
Mike, how are you, brother?
Good old Mike Maloney.
Good to see you.
He's got to make it down here eventually for this Shark Tank shootout.
Yeah.
Just the event in general.
I'd hold him up if he needed a.
He's not too far off. He's about 6 hours away.
Yeah. I got a pretty strong back. Gotta have 2 triples here. It'll work. Bare minimum. He's up against it. Going second, plus down 40 points.
Yeah. And this could be a real big difference maker here if he gets 2 triples. Won't get it. Won't even get 1.
Oh my goodness.
That's a big round.
Wire, wire, wire.
Pkwy now here. He's got to, you of course need the 1 triple, but if he can gather 2 here, it almost sways back in his favor with the 1-6-1 look.
Yep. That's true. Another unexpected.
You pretty much give Jacob a 2-3 out of 10 opportunity of hitting that 1-6-1.
Yep. You called it. Oh.
I'll still take the look at 1-2-6 any day over that 1-6-1, just because you get the 1 dart miss and you're okay.
You do have a single.
Yeah. This one you don't. You got to attack, and he's going to get the look.
Oh. Wow. Okay. So.
Wow.
That made my hair stand up a little bit. All right, so Bob's got to start 19 here, right?
Yeah, you've got to start 19. 4 mark the 19, you get a look at the bull. 6 mark the 19, you get the double 6 look. So what do you fancy here, Bob, to tie us up? And that is where you can't do that. And you see Jacob behind him. He immediately turned around and knew you messed up. You messed up.
Ouch. He'll learn from that.
You have to. You have to.
Yeah.
And Bob, mostly a soft hit player, we'll say that. Did go to the Las Vegas Open this year. It was good seeing him there, but he was struggling a little bit with the differences there.
Yeah.
He says, man, my flights are just flying, or my darts are flying crazy. I said, yeah, you need to do a different flight. He goes, wait, what? And I said, yeah, you need a bigger flight. He changed to a bigger flight, and it was just, you could tell. He goes, thanks for that advice. Yeah, it's different. It's just different.
Yeah, and there is some memorization that can happen with those, what we would call steel tip or split bull, double out setups. 126 is a big one. 122 is another one.
Yeah.
You know, those that you have to start in a certain order in order to leave yourself a look.
To get the maximum opportunities. Yeah. Exactly. I actually talked to Dason about that. It's like, he was like, oh, I love the double 18. I was like, well, you like the 18s? Yeah. I said, then where was the 18s on 122? And he said, oh, I know. And I said, same thing with 302. And he goes, what do I do there? And I told him, and he goes, oh. And I said, exactly. You're giving yourself opportunities when you do that. So
shorten the game.
Yep. Got to give yourself the maximum amount of darts possible.
Yep.
Take a look. And you can see Bob is like that. That's simply not enough here.
Right. Well, I think he's still having some big feelings about that last leg. Needs to take a look at. He was given a reprieve. This is his opportunity. Grab a hold of this leg and get yourself back into this match. This is the opportunity. With the way Jacob's been playing, he's not going to get too many more. Dead center in the segment. nice 140. Giving himself a good opportunity to leave himself an out. Figure Jacob's going to follow at least a 140. And wow, that's a 180. Big answer. He was up against it and just stepped right up to the plate.
Folks, what do you think of this action here for your finals? Lots of viewership. Thanks for joining us. William Stuart, Brandon Neal on the call here for this one. Bob does set up the 1-4-5. Jacob has to set himself up with a look. So 98 sets up the 1-6-4. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. So 6 darts at the 1-4-5 for Bob to make this 3-2.
Am I wrong? That second dart should have gone 18 for a triple 18 to leave himself 170. Is that's?
So either way, you're going to have 98 to leave the 1-6-4, right? And it would have been what? It would have been 6 less, so 92. Yeah. So he could have went triple and then over the 18s for 72, and then that would have left the 170.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So he went 20 on the second dart, which left him a bogey.
And it's whatever you fancy. I mean, if he would have hit the triple, he could have went to the 18s, left 98 or 164.
If he would have left, he could have hit a single 18 and still hit a triple 18, and it would have left him 170. But he went 20 instead, and so it left him 160.
So he was thinking either 170. He was thinking 164 instead of 170.
Right.
That's what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big hit.
That is a big hit indeed. And you see him fist pump there because he didn't want to go 4-2 down.
Well, he took a dart out of his hand with the 3-3, right?
Yeah.
You know.
And I said 4-1 down is what that would have been. Jeremy saying grade A darts, grade B commentary. You mean grade C commentary, buddy. We just passed the test here.
I don't
just passed.
I didn't get too many B's in school, so I'll take that.
And this is the new grading scale. So I heard like a C is like technically like a 66 average these days.
Ooh, what a cork. Look at that. I think that those are both
rediddle.
One hole in, and we get to do it again. And they spun to the bottom, which could get us a couple more doubles. All right, 3-2 Jacob. Very, very important cork here with the way that these guys are playing. Looks like he's 2 holes out of the double. A lot of room there for Jacob, and he takes advantage of it. Jacob will get the start, up 3-2. With the exception of one leg, he started very strong. See if he can continue that in leg number 6.
Getting the start here. Jacob got to hit a triple. Okay, Bob. Okay, Bob.
Best case scenario for Bob, honestly.
Yes, for sure. Attack here. Get 2. Get 3. Fill it up.
Big 180.
Massive to start off this 6th leg. Yeah, this.
Considering he threw a 60 the last round, again, best case scenario for Bob.
It's his 6 darts to Bob's 3, and Bob's still ahead. Right. So
it hasn't,
it's almost like a giveaway round for Bob. I mean, you don't want to make it a giveaway round. You want to attack here, get a triple, yes. You don't want to just give that advantage right back.
He almost handed it right back to
you. Yep.
Big miss. Now Bob has at least 6 from 243. looking to set himself up handy.
Should do just that.
103 left.
That'll work. I would have went downstairs there with my last dart just to kind of even it up myself, and you can see this is a great attack here from this is the proper play from Jake.
Smart. Triple leaves and out. Ooh.
Yep.
It's the right dart though.
It's the right dart, but Bob gets 6, 103. And then this
20. Yep.
this best of 9 just became a 2 out of 3.
Now he goes 11 for the 32. Evens it up.
2 out of 3 now.
Break of throw. Oh, I guess technically, since we're corking every leg, it's well.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a break, but
right.
still, it's not as significant because Jake can still win the diddle here.
Yeah. Bob has a very even-keeled demeanor when he's playing. He's almost unflappable, and it does have almost an uninterested look to it.
I do like that from Bob, though. You see, he didn't even hesitate with this with the next dart.
Another dart in.
Yep.
And you see the result.
Yep. Knew it was a tie. Went ahead and just focused right on in. Capitalized on the next.
All right. So Bob has kicked, scraped, and clawed his way back into this match. It's now 3-3 with Bob having the start. So at this juncture of this match, Bob has the advantage.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
I
You would say
that.
he's got the confidence swaying his way right now.
8 minutes ago, you couldn't have convinced me that we would be here. Right?
No, you could have definitely predicted maybe a 5-2, 5-3 win in favor of Jacob, but the tide has definitely turned. A couple iffy rounds from Jacob where Bob just
capitalized.
Straight hammered away. And there you go, right back into form as Jacob.
And see, this right here is why these guys are here. Right when we said the tide had turned, the momentum had completely shifted, Jacob is like, I'm still here.
Well, still the most impressive thing for me about Jacob's career, this doesn't get mentioned a lot, and it should, is he swept the Evolution Tour when he was 23.
Wow.
Swept it. And nobody won an event but him, and I think there was, 9 events? I think it was 9 events in that Evolution Tour. So for you to have that pure domination throughout a year, you know you're a good player, and he's just continuing to do little check marks on his list
right. Little bullet
as he gets older and older.
Yep.
Because he's only 26 maybe?
Impressive.
26?
I mean, that level of consistency that you're talking about is almost impossible. You just don't see that kind of repetition at this level.
Yeah.
I love to see it. I love to see somebody get knocked down in the 9th round, and they just jump right back up and start throwing punches. It's so impressive to watch, and like I said, this is why these guys are here.
This is your
One more.
Oh, yes. Bob for the 888.
Gross.
Oh, when you heard him roar. What a massive dart for Bob McCoy. From the depths, he gets 3 on the spin for the 4-3 advantage. Holy cow, Brandon.
What a huge answer. We had just talked about, think about the emotional swings that we just went through, where we talked about, Jacob being down and out and then coming back and swing. Then Bob was like, we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, don't worry, bud. I still got this in the bag.
Jacob walks up and sticks a good cork, and Jacob will take the start in leg number 8. 4-3, Bob. Jacob has to have it. This is a race to 5, correct?
Yes, race to 5. Got to have this leg if you're Jacob Womack to force the decider.
Standard, bare minimum. It'll work, though. Forces Bob basically to throw a 140 to really beat.
And he may just do that here. He may just do that here. May throw a big one.
Oh, boy.
Big stuff. I'll give him it. Boom goes the dynamite. Why not? One time.
Go. Wow, I feel so special. I was on the call for a boom.
I did it one time.
Great answer.
Yeah, that's still a good answer.
Yeah. Ton to a ton 40.
Just keeps in the back of Bob's mind here.
Yeah.
Is Bob gonna miss?
Stop it.
He's not yet.
Stop it.
Back-to-back big 180s from Bob McCoy here.
I'm not going to say it, but everybody knows. I mean, this is the potentially final leg.
He's guaranteed to get his shot with Jacob. The outside looking in. Here we go.
How impressive.
Jacob sets up the shot. If McCoy misses, 1-for-1 for the 9.
Take a look, Bob.
Oh, even Jacob wanted him to hit that. You see the look back there like, oh.
What an effort.
So Jacob's done his part, leaving the 81 here. Clean 2-dart check out to force the last leg decider. $57.
12.
Now, the Leonard Gates. And he gets the Leonard Gates.
We deserved this.
Yeah, you're dang right we did. You guys deserved it too out there in Facebook and YouTube land. Last leg decider to rule them all. Who's going to be crowned your Shark Tank Shootout champion with a total prize of $400 going their way, $250 going to second.
Oh no, that was a tie.
That was a tie for sure, and
oh no,
that stinks if you're Jake Womack.
I don't want to toot my own horn here, but remember before this started what I said it was going to come down to?
Yep.
The little circle in the middle. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, Bob to start the final leg.
Just fill it up. Just fill it up. It's all right.
Standard again. We've started with 100 most legs, and they've been answered strongly. No
what
exception.
A shot from Womack. Yeah, Justin, we don't say misery around here, bud. It's Kansas. You're welcome, Ryan.
Gotta have it. And got it. All right. Yeah, let's see.
Well below at that second. Well below at the second.
I mean, considering that was 12 to 13 holes low, he probably slipped a little
Maybe
bit.
a slip,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Successfully, yeah. Successful slip. Yeah, gotta adjust here. I figured he'd adjust.
So I feel like I've seen the 136 recently.
Maybe.
From him.
Maybe. He's lucky he left himself that. Because he was sitting at 196.
That's true.
The 20 would have left him a bogey.
Yeah. And it's very likely going to have to go.
I think so.
It did go a minute ago.
It will not go here. 62 remaining for Womack to grab the title here and escape Bob McCoy.
and to prove me wrong that the cork did not win the event.
Bob feels it's over. You can sense it. Double 4.
Oh, what a clutch last dart.
And you can see
excellent darts.
Instant smile from Bob,
Yeah.
knowing that was a classic.
What a battle.
There you go, folks. Congrats to Jacob Womack, your Shark Tank Shootout champion here in Shawnee, Kansas. He's going to take the first title of the weekend, possibly numerous more. You're going to have to stay with us the rest of the event and figure it out. But what a great little battle there for a final, Brandon.
Yeah, absolutely excellent darts by both. Also, congrats to Bob. What a run both of them made. Wait, we saw that right at 6 o'clock when we saw the bracket. They were headed toward each other at a pretty meteoric pace. So they didn't disappoint. Took it to the decider. Both of them were at one point or another looking at a 9. Excellent darts by both gentlemen.
Well, we're going to grab pictures with them before we shut down for the evening. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Thanks for joining us, folks. We appreciate it. Brandon, thanks for sitting in with me, buddy.
Yeah, you bet. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
We'll be back here in just a moment to close down for the evening. Don't go anywhere. All righty, everybody. Thanks for joining us for our coverage of the Shark Tank Shootout. We're going to go ahead and shut down. I got a couple maintenance things I'm going to do for tomorrow. We'll go ahead and get that situated and whatnot. But thanks for joining us, folks. We appreciate it. good final there between Bob McCoy and Jacob Womack. We'll get those cut, edited, and whatnot, get them out on our platform. So make sure to join us tomorrow, folks. We got some more coverage coming your way here at Sharks Restaurant and Billiards. Going to start at 12 p.m. local time tomorrow, so 12 Central. Look for the stream to kick off. Ryan Mooneyham did make it, so he's excited for the action. He's kind of chilling behind me. He's like, man, I missed the final. Womp, 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 womp. Sorry, Ryan. What? You suck. No, I'm just kidding. we'll be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. local time for some more coverage here at the Shark Tank Dart Tournament. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.